All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video, another live stream. Could be, possibly, maybe. Let's see. Let's see what's up. Let's see what you guys are up to tonight. See how many people we can get to join. Got some fun stuff going on. We got some new UFO info, dudes. Yeah, so we gotta take a look at it, and we'll go into The Walking Dead. Alexandria is for sale. So The Walking Dead is actually AMC is going to be selling off, The Walking Dead sets, which is a big one. We gotta go into regarding, what it means for the future of The Walking Dead. That you have AMC, which is starting to take the walls down for Alexandria and go ahead and sell the houses that were actually built for The Walking Dead. So we'll get into that a little bit. All right, we got some people joining. What's up? What's up, dudes? And then we got the crypto crash. Everything's crashing. What do we do? What do we go into? I have no idea. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, $3 for one of those giant houses in Alexandria. Yeah, that's right. So I guess they built them to be sold later, I guess. So let's do intro. Let's give everybody a minute to join. And I got a new intro, dude. So you gotta let me roll with my new intro. You gotta let me do it. All right, gotta do it. That's it. It's like 10 seconds because I don't want it to be too long. So, not much. Not too much. What's up? System is rigged. What's up, Killmonger and L2 Extreme? Jam out to some synthwave, dudes. I like the synthwave. Thank you, Kelly. I'm glad you like it. Let's do it one more time. This is two. I'm all about the twos. The twos. I'm about the twos. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, dudes, it is. I'm excited for the next season of Stranger Things. There, Iron Man 412. Stranger Things rocks, absolutely. I love the 80s shit. I love it. So, no, it's not a music show in particular, Leslie. We're just getting started. We're giving people a minute just to let people join who want to join. We just started, so we got to give people a sec to let them get in, let them get get here so we can roll, right? So we can roll. Okay, and get into the topics. All right. So we got about 10 minutes to 9 o'clock, so 8:50, so Eastern. So let's go into first thoughts on Alexandria. First Alexandria being up for sale. Well, thank you, Mr. Kisneros. I appreciate that. So let's go into the info. So here we got Alexandria, right? Alexandria, safe zone. You guys know it very well from the Walking Dead television series. Alexandria has been, the main set, I want to say, for the Walking Dead since we got there, which was like, what was that, season 5 when we first got to Alexandria? Because there was the prison in season 3, season 4, Woodbury in season 3, and prison. Season 3. Season 4, we get the prison, and then after the prison, we get well, them on the road for a while, right? Like we get to see them on the road for the second half of season 4 and then season 5. And then after that, we do see them go to Alexandria, safe zone from then onwards, right? So AMC, we'll take a look right here at what we got. So there's another one of Alexandria too. We got the barrier, right? So AMC is starting to take it down. So here you got Undead Walking Dead homes from Alexandria for sale in Sonoya, Georgia. So what are their prices? What would they sell for? I have no idea. Let me just mute their stuff and stop their play stuff here just a minute. So Walking Dead homes from Alexandria for sale in Sonoya, Georgia, because, well, I guess The Walking Dead has finished filming now. Let's stop their commercials. Okay, Walking Dead has finished filming, so therefore, yeah, man, they're breaking it down. They're selling it off. So you've got the walls, right? Musco's announced that the walls of Alexandria were built in 2014, and they're being removed basically now. Be removed by June 2022. So, and it appears still on schedule. So they're being removed now. So that's what it is. So using the series for sale for $1.1 million, the listing on Zillow, which there'll probably be people who will bid that up, I think, maybe even more, like overpay for it, because there's people who love Walking Dead so much that, you know, they'll probably get them for, you know, AMC will get a good deal, I think, for them. So this sort of scratches the theory or the concept or the idea that maybe we'll see Morgan return to Alexandria. Likely, probably Morgan here will not likely return to Alexandria, considering the sets are being taken down. So I guess whatever they do in Fear the Walking Dead with Morgan after he left, we are to assume that Morgan never did return to Alexandria. So now this one is really tricky with the with Alexandria being for sale. Here it is here, road closed, no trespassing, that kind of thing. So the wall here is being dismantled, taken down, been there since 2014. It said when they built it. So that will be season 5 they built it for. And now it's being dismantled and taken down. So what can we read into that with respect to the series itself, the Walking Dead universe, other properties of Walking Dead? Well, it is a bit surprising to me that they're selling Alexandria down, right? Because, here, we'll switch for a second. If you think about it, with them selling Alexandria, it means that they, like, you know, we have the promise of the Rick movie, I guess, which at this point, a lot of us are really starting to disbelieve or start to think that, okay, that's probably, is that really going to happen? It's probably not going to happen. But I guess the idea that Rick would leave and then at some point in the future, we would see Rick return to Alexandria, or we might see in one of the spin-off series, Daryl, you know, the others maybe at Alexandria for some sequences. Basically, with them taking it down, I think it's probably safe to assume that most likely we won't probably see the group ever return to Alexandria as a location again, right, in Walking Dead. Like, it means that if they're dismantling the walls, if they're doing all that, it's possible if they want to use it in the movie or something, they could film on the street, I guess, and just have people, like, you know, sign off or agree to it or whatever and have them do it there or something, I guess. But you know, because the walls are this giant thing that they built around it and everything, it basically means that you will likely never see the Walking Dead return back to Alexandria again, because the original TV series has finished filming now. We're going to see its final episodes this fall, right, to wrap up the final season. And then Fear the Walking Dead continuing, the other spin-offs going. The movie, I don't know. I'm really starting to become very skeptical on the concept of the Walking Dead movie ever being done. But with them taking down all the sets and everything, it should kind of remove, I think, from our minds the idea of Rick ever returning to the group in the fashion that we probably thought he would. Like you think in your mind when he left in season 9 that at some point you would see him return back to Alexandria to be with Judith and maybe Michonne in there somewhere and the others. This makes it so that basically you pretty much know with them dismantling the set and selling it off that that's never going to happen. If they ever do a Rick movie, don't expect to see him ever return to Alexandria. Now, you could say that this is probably because the group in the series will likely be at the Commonwealth, which is a different location. So that's fair enough. But it is kind of sad to hear that they're actually getting to the point now where their AMC's deciding that, okay, we're going to sell off these houses. And I guess they probably do have a good amount of money wrapped up in those houses. I don't know how many they built for the set and how many they set up there with the the surround walls and everything. But it was a pretty big set, right? Like it was a pretty good sized set for Walking Dead with Alexandria. So yeah, man, that's a big one. It basically means that that's not going to be something that they're going to be using, right? If they're going to sell it off, then it's something that they don't plan on using again in the future, which is quite unfortunate. That is the case. Yeah. So, but oh well. Eventually, I guess they decided like, okay, what does it cost us to keep it every year and whatnot and whatever, and do we have a plan? Like, do we have a plan to actually use it close, soon? And it sounds like the answer is no. So that's unfortunate. That's kind of sad. But is it possible it could be like destroyed in the last 8 episodes or something? Like in the finale, could we see Alexandria be destroyed in one of the battles between Daryl, the group, and Commonwealth or something? We do have the scene where the Commonwealth put down their banners in Alexandria, and as they kind of take it over. So is it possible that the group will fight for it back, or something else happening with it? But that's sad, and it does, I think, mean something for the future of The Walking Dead. Well, it means they're never going to use that location again, but it's strange because this was always kind of the home for our group since they got there. Once they get there in season 5, Alexandria is basically that home front for the group and for everybody that we would see them at. And so because AMC is selling it off now is really strange to hear, man. It just basically means that they have no plans to use it, so they are deciding to sell it off. Yep. So that's that new piece of information. I'm going to miss in the episode seeing some of these great locations, like this one here, like when you see the episodes like No Way Out and Service and stuff like that, and some of the episodes with Negan at Alexandria. It's just it was a really cool location for Walking Dead. It was a really sweet spot to see with all the zombies and stuff, the different scenes they did and everything, different kind of battles and stuff like that. It was a really cool home ground. The part with Beta where he sticks his hand up to get into Alexandria, he goes underneath and comes up through the soil, which is really cool to kind of get in. And there's like some awesome fight scenes with him and Alexandria there. So wow, that is something. Yeah, that is sad. It's true that Ghost, that Michonne does leave too, and we expect to see something with her, but we don't. So that's it, man. It's what it is. San Andreas says that Trev has been abducted. Yes, the aliens are back now. COVID's over, right? So the aliens have returned. They're abducting people again. They took a break. They didn't want to get the vid for a couple years, so we didn't have any abductions. Nobody got abducted for a while, and now that the vid is basically over for the time being anyway, the UFOs are back in the in the mainstream. Thank you for the super chat there from Ostro 1980. He says, as of now, would you make Fear the Walking Dead season 8 the final season? I think that's a great comment from you there. Yes, I think so. Absolutely do think so. And thanks for that. Yeah, it's really so right now. Fear of the Walking Dead, I think, is actually airing on AMC. So one of the episodes is starting right now. I'm a week ahead, a little more than a week ahead because of AMC premiere. So I'm quite a little bit ahead here for it, and you know, I don't want to spoil anything too much for episode 15, but we kind of do have to talk about it to a degree. If we don't talk about it in this one, we'll do some videos on it this week or next week. Spoiler warning videos, but episode 15 for Fear of the Walking Dead is really disappointing, I think, in a lot of ways. It's a tragic episode, I think, to watch through. It's sad, and it's really sad to see what's happened with Walking Dead as a whole. That the whole universe that they were trying to build with AMC, it feels like it's kind of falling apart because you have the original TV series basically finding out that it's ending, right? And that season 11 is its final season. They give us a good 8-episode extended ending for it, so that's great. But then, and we do have some spin-offs and stuff like that, and that's cool, to get kind of the spin-offs and all that stuff like that. That's cool. But no Rick movie starting to film, right, yet. So that's also a bit like pushing it back a little bit too far than you should. So that's a bit sad too. And then Fear of the Walking Dead and what they have kind of set up here at the end of season 7, it doesn't feel good. Okay, so some of the things we can say about Fear of the Walking Dead season 7, you have Madison returning. It looks like probably in episode 16, in the finale episode probably, for Fear of the Walking Dead. So we'll probably have like a Morgan episode with Madison there in the season 7 finale episode for Fear. But basically, the decision they made in this one, so, I guess, can we say spoilers or whatever? So what happens at the end of episode 15 with the character that leaves, to have Madison come back after that is like, it's just not, it feels like it's not going to work, it's not going to work. Like, okay, so if we look at the ratings, maybe we can do this. Let's look at the ratings for Fear of the Walking Dead so I can explain what I'm trying to say here. Episode guide. Just a sec, guys. Let me get the ratings for Fear of the Walking Dead. We're going to look at this. But yeah, The Walking Dead is universe is falling apart. Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. There's no denying it. I'm not going to sit here and try to deny it. It is what it is. Okay, let's look at the ratings. Now, this doesn't include necessarily let me see here. I might have to move this to the right. Okay, so here we got the ratings for some of the episodes. I'm blocking some of them. You guys see that here? So you're getting through the season. You're down to, let's see, that would be the last one. So you're down to, we've seen a couple of these episodes here to the end here. We've seen like Amina is episode 15 that just aired, right? And Divine Providence is probably on right now on AMC regular. So there's that. But if you look at the ratings, right, you're seeing 700,000 US viewers per episode, right? That is really, really low. 700,000, less than 1 million per episode, is really low considering the interest that was here before, right? You can see it season by season, right? It's just a steady decline. So it starts off awesome, 10 million people, and then as you go on from time to time, it's held out pretty good since season 5, like 2 million, whatever, 1.5 million. But now you're literally down to can't draw a dime, basically. You're down to the point where you're getting 700,000 US viewers per episode, not counting premiere, I think, and not counting international. So that's not a lot, man. 700,000 people per episode. It's like, there's people on YouTube that get more than that by themselves. 700,000 times 16 episodes a year, less than 16 million. Yeah, there's lots of people who will get that on YouTube for YouTube views, more than that. So that's not a lot, man. That's really, really, really low. So it's really unfortunate. Walking Dead TV series ends off, right? And then also after Walking Dead TV series ends off, Alexandria being taken out, being sold, and then you have Fear the Walking Dead with what they're doing, season 7, episode 15. getting there for the finale episode. But what bringing Madison back is not. It feels like to me it's not going to work. If you have 700,000 viewers right now, and then you see what happens in episode 15, bringing Madison back is not going to save that, I don't think. So yeah, it's a great comment. Most likely I'm expecting to see, thank you Ostro for the good comment, I'm expecting to see Fear of the Walking Dead be canceled. Season 8 has been confirmed. They're doing Season 8 already, so that's going to happen. Season 9, I'm expecting to hear cancellation news. That's what I'm thinking, because if you have 700,000 and then episode 15 airs, you're probably going to come back with 500,000 or less, right? Something like that. Maybe Madison will help a little bit, boost it a little bit to where it's at right now. Season 8 might have a good time slot. It might continue after the Walking Dead original series wraps up. You might get some more viewers from that because of the crossover from one to the other, like 1 million views per episode to start right after Walking Dead airs. But then after that, yeah, you're not going to be getting a whole lot after that. So that's unfortunate to hear, right? It's unfortunate, but what are you going to do? It's probably most because of what happened in 2020. And how that affects the market, how that affects how people are interested in watching different series, right? If it's a survival horror series, that might be something that right now people are not in the mood for. They might get back into that in a couple years, right? That might be something that they're more interested in 2 or 3 years. It's just not something they're interested in particularly right now, I would say. So is what it is. So yeah, I'm expecting to hear Fear canceled probably in the next 2 years. I think so. So yeah, Mark Cup said, I don't believe this season was a letdown for Fear. I think he's talking. I believe this season was, I don't believe it was a letdown. I believe the series was a letdown. Okay. I said this about Walking Dead years ago. You can't kill off characters you like. Well, that's a good point, Mark. That's a really good point, that you do have to be careful who you kill off. Now, if you have characters that are hated and you want to kill them off, okay, that's fine. But, if you kill off a Carl or a Rick or Alicia for Fear or Madison or whoever. Now, some people don't like Madison, so some people do dislike Madison, so that's fine. I get those comments too. But generally speaking, generally speaking, for the future of Walking Dead universe, you want to have some of your younger talent still alive in the universe so you can use them later. So if you don't use them in Fear right now, you still want them to kind of be alive, like in the Rick aspect out there somewhere in the world, so that you can use them for a spinoff or Tales later. Like if they're still alive, you can use them later. You don't have to have them in this series now, but you have options in the future to use them for Tales or to use them for something else, depending on how that does. Now, I was looking at AMCX profit, and it does look like AMCX is still profitable. If we look at their stock, we'll just take a quick look. I know a lot of you guys are not into that. We'll do some of your guys' comments here. But, okay, how is AMC doing, right? If you're asking, how is AMC Networks doing? Well, it seems like they're doing pretty well to me. If we go down, so this is their stock share right now, which is not too bad. It's at like 41 USD. But the revenue, okay, so revenue, that's 2018. You do have, okay, March 2020. Can you guys see their quarterly financials here? We won't spend too much time on this, but we'll just take a quick look. Okay, here we have quarterly financials for AMC, right? So you have AMCX stock. I believe this is the right one for AMC Networks. Not the movie theater. There's a movie theater, AMC. That's a different company. So this is AMCX. Revenue for March 2022, 712 million. Net income, 105 million. Now that's just for March, right? So, I'm not going to go into different months and stuff like that, but that was during March. It's probably one of the better months. Summer will be lower, whatever. But it seems like to me they're still making profit, right? Like they're getting revenue. They've got a lot of costs and employees and stuff, but they're still making profit, it sounds like to me. So market cap, 1.74 billion. So it seems like they're doing fine to me. as far as the whole. It doesn't feel like, maybe they're just being defensive because they don't want to like lose money or something, so they don't want to put too much out and then have not enough come back in. I don't know. That could be the case, whatever. It doesn't seem like to me AMC is going to go out of business, but at the same time, Walking Dead itself is definitely starting to take a more defensive position and not put so much out to, you know, like the movie and stuff. You know, you'd expect to see them invest a lot in that and put that out, but they haven't done that yet. They've done it in different series. So it seems like they're best at making series. They're not so good at doing movie stuff. Maiden says that I am a gray alien. Yes, I am. I actually have my alien mask like right in here. It's in a bin. Maybe I'll get it. It's a pain to put on though, but we could do that later. Okay, what'd you guys say? Thank you for the super chat. The system is rigged and Dr. Death. Okay, the system is rigged. Super chat. He said, not everyone even like Madison. She can't save it. Right, I agree. I am also, I think it's insane to have Madison return and not have her, at least with one scene, in episode 15. That's crazy. Just to do. That's just crazy, right? Like, if you're going to do those episodes the way that lines up, that's kind of nutty that if you're going to do it, that you don't have her in episode 15 and have the two of them in the same scene, same episode, especially at the end, because if you're going to go right down to the end, it seems totally logical to me that you would have Madison come back in when the other one is leaving. That just seems like a no-brainer to me. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Maybe you're thinking like episode budget costs or something. I don't know. Whatever. But whatever reason, I guess they had rules maybe in place, or they just, that's how it worked out, or whatever. I have no idea. But it kind of feels like grasping at straws, because it feels like, okay, we're losing this one, so let's get this one back, right? Like that's gonna do something. Well, okay, maybe, but you know, I don't know. It's tricky. But you could also argue that the ending scene in episode 15 is kind of a little bit open-ended. Like you could view it a different way. I don't know. You can kind of view the ending of episode 15 two different ways. So we'll do discussion topics on that coming up. Dr. Death says that Angela Kang should take over Fear. It's bad, so bad. That would be great. If Angela Kang showrun Fear or helped out with Fear, she would be awesome with that. But they should almost give her a different series. Give her one of the Walking Dead characters and give her a different show. Hopefully Rosita will be alive at the end. Eugene, some of the others. We know Maggie Negan's spinoff. We know about Daryl, obviously. Carol, could you do like a spinoff with Kang, Melissa McBride, Carol, and Rosita, some of the others, some of the gals of the original Walking Dead? That would be great if you could do it, but we don't know who's going to survive at the end, and we don't know who we're going to see in it. Let me just double check over. What did you say next about Gil Boy? Next says, did you see Gil says we need to start germ games? Well, he's been saying that for like the last 5 or like 20 years. So okay, maybe not 20 years. 20 years ago he was partying about Windows. He's been saying that for the last like 5 years to 10 years about the germ games. And that's not new. He's been saying that forever. So yes, I know he says stuff like that. And just do what he says. Everybody's just gonna do what he says anyway. Just do what he says. That's what it is. You know, because you can do it, say the easy way or the hard way. It's like, okay, I guess we'll do it the easy way. Okay. Anyway, back to Walking Dead. So that's what's up for Walking Dead. Gailmonger says he hasn't watched a single episode of Fear the Walking Dead. Well, I do. I enjoy Fear the Walking Dead. I really, really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite series ever. I wouldn't say it is, you know, my favorite series ever. It's probably like my Walking Dead original is obviously my favorite. You guys know Turtles, Dragon Ball, Game of Thrones. I got some other favorites, but Fear the Walking Dead is up there. It really is up there. It's probably like maybe my third favorite, or you know, close to the top. I have to update my favorite series ever, top 5, top 10, but it's close to the top for me. I really enjoy it. I think it's great, but it does have to mean something. And having her killed off and then Madison thrown back in, I guess the meaning for it for her personally is that she gets to be a hero all the way through the series, and then at the end she still gets to be a hero, even if it doesn't make sense, and even if it's kind of foolish for her to kind of do. She still, she still gets to do that, or she still feels compelled that she has to do that. I don't know. Whatever. It wasn't very good as far as I'm concerned, and it was really not a great decision for having Madison come back but not be in the same episode at least once, because that would be a lot more heartfelt if they'd had that final scene together or something like that. Then that would have been much better, much better. Not doing it feels like it kind of feels poorly planned, or it feels spontaneous, or it feels, I don't know, it just feels like it's not set up right, or it wasn't done right as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. All right, so that's mostly what I want to start with for Walking Dead. Alexandria is for sale. Walking Dead feels like it's kind of falling apart, starting to phase out. It is what it is. Oh well. And then after that, let's see what else. So the UFO stuff. So we can take a look at the UFO stuff real quick and give our thoughts on that. Then we'll get more into some of your guys' comments here. Ostra also said that fear kept every uninteresting character alive. Even Charlie is still alive. Yeah, that's a good point, Ostro. I think what they're doing is, I think they're trying to be like unpredictable. So they're trying to do it to where, like, you don't know who's going to survive. You don't know who's going to be killed off. You're not sure, who will make it and who won't. It's unpredictable. But in doing so, you have characters like Strand, who's still alive at this point, which is, I'm not going to say it's awful that Strand is alive. It'll be okay to see him with Madison. That's okay. It's not too bad to see Strand and Madison together. That will be good to see. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of strange. It seemed obvious to me that Strand would be killed off in season 7 finale, and he doesn't look like he's going to be. Probably not anyway. So that's kind of what it is. Also, the battle at the tower for season 7 was just okay. I want to say, like, it was good. It was epic to a degree, but it was also kind of like, I don't know. It was kind of epic, but at the same time, just something missing from it. Not quite there. Whatever, they did what they could do. It was the best they could do, and that's it. Brad, I'm seeing all the same stuff. Yeah, I'm seeing all that too. I concur. I've seen that quite a bit myself as well too. Absolutely, that seems to be the case for me as well too. Same in my situation. I've seen that firsthand myself. But I do like attendance at my job, so I'm pretty good at being able to tell like what's going on. I mark attendance, a few days a week. So yeah, almost every day. Okay, let's see. All right, let's get into the alien shit. You guys want to do some alien shit? So that's mostly what's going on with Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead, not great. Alexandria for sale. Walking Dead's prospects for the future taking some hits here. John Rod says movies aren't happening. Yeah, I've heard it for a while. If it doesn't film this year, come like 2023, yeah, I think that probably we should start to say the movies basically were canceled at this point. It's getting to that point now where it's what it is. So, all right, let's switch gears to the alien shit, and then we'll talk the crypto and the markets, which are absolutely garbaggio right now. So, okay, what do we got here for UFO search? Okay, so we have, what is this? This is a Congress holds first hearing on 50 years, in more than 50 years on UFOs, and then we have 400 declassified UFO sightings. Defy laws of physics, says Michio Kaku. Is that how you say his name? I think so. I don't know. I don't. This stuff, right? They kind of play it up. This was stopped for quite a while, with the UFO stuff, with the alien stuff. I love the alien stuff. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very interesting. But the best explanation I've ever heard for aliens and UFO stuff is that Okay, so it seems like there's a couple things happening with the UFO stuff, and we'll say it this way. All right. So what exactly is the UFO stuff? How do we describe it in a way that, you know, makes sense with all the UFO stuff and the U.S., you know, saying, oh, there's all these sightings and all this stuff. Okay, this is basically what I would say is happening here with the UFO stuff. All right, the U.S. especially, and other countries too, they may have some more advanced, aircraft and systems and things like this that they sometimes use for who knows what, right? Now, do they have flying saucers or not? I would say I don't think so, but I think they have different, I think they have different things, like drones, for example. Like imagine if you, imagine for a second if you've never seen in your life a drone flight thing, or what do you call those? Flyer drones. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So imagine in your life if you've never seen one of those. There's fireworks going on outside. It's we're getting close to Queen Victoria Day, so everybody takes time off, gets drunk, and shoots off fireworks. Because Canada's like a northern part of the kingdom and all that stuff, so we have big celebration. Okay, so anyway, so that's going. If you hear fireworks, that's what it is right now. But all right, so the UFO shit. So basically, this is what I think regarding UFOs and what I've heard as best explained. I've heard as best explained that UFOs are counterintelligence. They're basically used when something is being done, but they don't want the public to know what they're doing. So if they have a down weather balloon or something like this, they can say it's Roswell. They can say it might have been a crashed alien aircraft. Now, also, in addition to that, you have all the movies made about UFOs and all this stuff. So let's get clear on this right now. Hollywood doesn't cast spells. They don't make movies on stuff that they don't want you to know. If the U.S. government doesn't want you to know something or think a certain way, Hollywood doesn't make movies on it. That doesn't happen. So you see how many movies made about aliens over the last, when I say 100 years now, maybe not quite. 60 years, 70 years now, since like the 1950s and even earlier than that, right? With some of the earliest alien movies and stuff like that, the Roswell crash and all this stuff happening, and they make all these specials on TV about it and all this stuff. So this doesn't happen with stuff that actually they don't want you to know about. With stuff they actually don't want you to know about, it doesn't get made in movies. It doesn't get put on TV. It doesn't get talked about. It's not allowed to be talked about, right? So with the alien shit, the fact that you have it so prevalent in video games, you have it so prevalent in movies, in television, in pop culture, it's fun stuff. But basically what I'm saying is that the best explanation is it's not some kind of government's covering it up thing. But they are actually messing with you. They are actually playing games with you. As far as the, them having a congressional meeting about it and shit like this, that's public and that people are allowed to know about, that's playing games with you, basically. They're messing with you is what they're doing. So you're not going to publicly announce that you have, meetings about it. You're going to discuss all this. You're going to present, and we're gonna let it go. We're gonna give the people the dish. We're gonna give them the truth, right? I want to know the truth. So, okay, you want to basically this is the truth. It's all made up as far as I'm concerned. When it comes to crop circles and stuff like this, I've seen some really great stuff with some researchers who went into the crop circle stuff, and as people are trying to understand, like, okay, are there spacecraft or flying saucers that are landing in crops and bending the crops down? And unfortunately, the opposite is actually, I think, totally most likely, which is that aliens and UFOs are actually kind of an experiment, so far as I can see it, in psychological operations. So they're not real at all. Now, if you see some stuff around, probably government stuff, right? Covert stuff that they don't want you to see. If they blame it on aliens, or if you see things like that, or you see people post videos and stuff like this, I think the best explanation for that is that there are other things obviously going on. There is other technology out there that we have, but rather than it being some, you know, beings from outer space, from Zeta Reticuli or wherever, it's actually just, you know, your dudes in Washington watching you. They're just basically, they're messing with you is basically what it comes down to. That's my take on it. So the alien stuff is really fun. It's really, you know, cool. It's like the Loch Ness Monster, the Bigfoot, all that shit, right? All that fun stuff. But actually what they're doing is guys like this, I don't know, Mitchu, for example, but people, talking heads like this that represent it and somehow try to create a crossover between high-level, you know, education, high-level mathematics, which, or physics, right? Theoretical physics, theoretical, right? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They're kind of creating a crossover between pop culture and hard sciences. You're getting a bleed in between the two. And so they have people like that kind of set up to where they're kind of going out and doing this on TV and everything like this. Fair enough to say that everybody on TV is approved, and if you're not approved, you're basically not going to be on TV. And that's what it is. So that's kind of my take on the alien stuff. I don't buy any of it. It's fun, but it's basically, so far as I can say, it's a explanation for when other types of tech that we might have is being used, and the government doesn't want people, they want to discount it, stuff like this. They can get the news companies to put stuff in the news about how maybe it was an alien, stuff like this. They can use it to mask other things they're doing that they don't want people to know about. And so that's the best explanation I've heard for UFOs. Unfortunately, I know it's not cool. It's not like some grays and stuff. I mean, it's fun stuff, but in reality, it's more along the lines of, yeah, it's totally being messed with. That's what it is. So, yeah, that's my take. So, yeah, Fire in the Skies, Evan Water brings up all the different alien movies. It's all fun, but it's all mixed in with the occult. Some of the people who write those are occultists and, you know, people that belong to different fraternities and stuff like this. So you kind of know that, you know, you got guys like Stanton Friedman and people like that. It's like, is he freed? Oh, yeah, he's freed. All right. You know, just all these guys that are involved with this. That's what they're doing as far as I can say. But no, I don't believe in alien life. No, K-Ways, I don't believe there's any alien life anywhere in the universe. In fact, I would say the only life in our realm is right here on Earth. There is no, as far as I'm concerned, from what I've seen, that's part of the counter. That's part of the mythos that they've built up around it. There likely is no life anywhere else in the universe that, you know, that like ours. Let's say you can go into maybe some kind of spiritual entity, stuff like this. Okay, fair enough. But material people like us, no. But again, see, it's all opposites, right? Like in the movies, you watch Multiverse, Doctor Strange, whatever. You know, there's all this stuff over here, all this stuff over there, whatever. And you can switch between universes and time travel. And so I would put time travel is counterintelligence. It's the same thing. Any of that stuff, alien life, UFOs, time travel, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, all of that stuff is co-intel. It's counter. Okay, it's creating something, maybe ghost tube, you know, maybe not, depends on your thoughts on that, paranormal, stuff like that, creatures in the forest, stuff like that, you know, like the ancient fables, you go further back, you know, old fables and stuff, different cultures would have of mythical, you know, entities and stuff like this. Unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, all that stuff is, and no, yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors. There is no life on other planets as far as I'm concerned. I don't buy any of it at all. We are here. We are of divine creation, and so are, you know, other animals that are here as well too. You know, are special, and the life in the universe thing really is part of the, as far as I'm concerned, it's part of the atheism, the atheism propaganda. So part of the atheism propaganda is that you're not special, you're not unique, you're not of divine creation, you're not of any kind of creation, right? You're a random happenstance. What they hawk at you, you're a random happenstance, you don't mean anything. Just fall in line with all the others. And that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's what it comes down to. It's that when you have a system, and you could look at jobs too, right? And S&P 500 companies and what they do with their employees. They want to program their employees. They want to set up their employees to where they are basically, like worker drones. They don't want them having their own thoughts necessarily, as long as they're the same thoughts that are in line with what they want. It's the same thing, man. It's that you don't want people to want to feel like they can stand out. You want them to blend in with the blob, with the mass, right? Is what it is. So the whole atheism angle of that, there's these other, beings and other planets, and how do you know, right? I always like bring in like, but how do you know, right? How do you know it's not the gobbledygook creature from the forest, right? How do you know that someone goes missing or something? How do you know it wasn't, maybe he was abducted, maybe the aliens got him, right? It's like, I really don't want you to know that he was pissing people off too much, so he's disappeared, right? That's what it is. That's what it is, right? The creature of the cavern got him. The creature of the cave. The creature of the cave got him. He went for a walk in the. They'll do a story in the news on it, right? Like, he went for a walk in the forest, and there's a like Mothman prophet. Like, they make it like there's all this stuff, right? It's all this mythical. The creature of the wood got him, maybe, right? So aliens are the creature of the wood, but how do you know? That's what they are. Do you see how it fits in exactly with that kind of extension of it? So that's what it is. Yeah, it's creation. Exactly, Brett. That's what it is. Absolutely. So again, Hollywood doesn't make a million movies about something that is supposed to be kept hush hush. They only do it because it's the exact opposite is the truth, right? So that's what it is. Yeah, I think that evolution is it's part of evolution too, right? Aliens. So all of that stuff is also part of evolution too. Aliens are going to be brought in, and they have been brought in as the extension to evolution. So I think that the alien stuff may be used at some point in the future to finish off the evolution stuff, right? Like, you go from the beginning, you get all your dinosaur programming when you're a kid. You can't go to a toy store. I watch some of the figure hunting videos I like, where guys go to the toy shops and shit. And X-Files, yep, Freddy's got it. I like when kids go to the toy store, because you guys know I collect toys and shit, right? I like the Ninja Turtles and shit like that. Even that fits in with the same motif or the same angle, which is you go to the toy store, you see a million dinosaurs, right? You see Jurassic Park, you see Jurassic World. We even have the rap group Jurassic 5. I don't know if you guys have ever heard. I am somebody. Listen to Jurassic 5 if you never listened to them. I'm a huge fan of Jurassic 5. So, that's what you have. You have this whole giant mythos that's been built up around it. So that you get the dinosaurs as part of your past, build in for that, your blocks for that. And you Lego block that shit up, and eventually you get to the alien shit, right? You get to the grays, right? Is where you come in with that. You work that in. Have you guys seen the gray alien on the $1 bill? We got to do that. Now we got to do that. Somebody show this. I didn't know this one. Did you guys know the gray alien on the $1 bill? That is so much fun, man. Oh my gosh. You guys have not seen this. Yes, you can make a gray alien with the $1 bill. Look at this. Sort of. Okay, this is amazing. I guess you have to turn up the contrast on it. And I'll give a shout out here to somebody who showed this in a minute. So this is a new one even to me. I didn't know this one. I was like, what? You can do that? I didn't know you could actually do that. So there's so many things encoded into the US $1 bill in particular. It's really cool. They've got all kinds of different stuff encoded. I won't get into some of the others. Those of you guys who know what's encoded in it, really some cool stuff in there. You can take a look at that if you want to know about that one. I can pique your interest on that a little bit, and then the rest you're going to do that yourself. All right, so you can take a $1 bill, and what you do is if you scan it, you turn up the contrast on this part. This part in the background that you don't see becomes a gray alien. So that's really cool. So that's what I'm saying is I'm saying that they're washing you, brother. That's what they're doing. They're washing you. So it's not that gray aliens took over the United States. Oh my God, it took over the United States, right? But how do you know, right? Kay Wazer, you can do this, right? This. How do you know? How do you know that the president wasn't abducted? Maybe he's met with aliens. Maybe the aliens have the president under mind control. You can get in all this shit, right? You can. It's a good way to go batty. How do you like that? So you got the $1 bill. That's okay. That is classic shit right there, right? So that's really fun. All right, now who did I get that from? Oh, I stole that. I stole that from Jeff on BitChute. He's the dollar vigilante, the crypto vigilante. I'm a huge fan of Jeff, but I appreciate him saying that because I didn't know that one. That was a new one to me. I like when he does his screen for COVID-19. It's funny. He goes, COVID-19, and then he's got this clip of this pastor in the States who like says COVID a bunch of angry times. It's really funny. Anyway, so that one I didn't know this one. I think it's really cool. And United States of Alien Erica. So there you go. That's what it is. So it's part of the deal. You know, see, that's the thing that I guess maybe I'm telling you something you're not supposed to know, and that's part of that you're not supposed to know, is that aliens aren't anti-government. They're created by the government. They're actually... So they're using it to see if they can maybe convince you of it over time. And they will. It'll be done. It'll work. I'm telling you. Especially like if you look back to like, you know, older generations before you had television like this, right? They'd be like, what are you talking about? Aliens? Like what? Great. I was like, what are you talking about? But once you get those generations indoctrinated when they're younger into watching all the movies and stuff, BitChute. You can watch them on BitChute, words written. So yeah. But once you get the generations watching all the different, you know, alien stuff, obviously they're going to be more likely to say that real. So if you were to do a poll in like the 1910s or something or 1900s, people would have been like, "What? Like, what are you talking about aliens?" It'd be like 0% would believe you, or maybe 10% of the people who are just so high in openness. They're like, "I'll go for it," right? They just go for anything, right? Just maybe those 10 or 15% are like, "I'll go for it," right? But nowadays, it'd probably be 10 or 15% that would tell you that they don't believe in aliens now, right? You know what I mean? Like if you, especially among the youth, like if you went around, that'd be a good experiment to do. Go around with teenagers or early 20-year-olds and do early 20-year-olds and ask them if they believe in aliens. And I bet you nowadays with all the stuff, you would probably get 90% of the 20-year-olds, 20 to 25, let's say. I bet you 90% of your 20 to 25s would believe in aliens, would think that, like they say the one there, well, there's got to be life out there somewhere. It's an infinite, vast universe. It's like, not at all, right? It's like, no, it's not. Not infinite. It's not, you know, there aren't unlimited, you know, no, none of that's real, right? It's like, what's here is real. We can see what's here. What's here and what you can see locally is real. Not even, I doubt, I don't even want to call it a solar system because I don't even want to do that. Because that gives you the wrong, as far as I'm concerned, totally the wrong idea. So is what it is, right? So anyway, that's the alien shit. They're pumping the alien shit again. They're doing it again. It's fun. They're probably not going to stop doing it ever. So is what it is. But people will love it, man. People enjoy it. People love it. So I say go for it. And if people embrace it, what's wrong with that, right? We need more good, but we need better alien series. Like, they've done some okay TV series, like I think Roswell TV series was one that was all right. But they need to make better alien series. Like, Kirkman's comic's pretty good. Kirkman's got a new comic. He did Walking Dead, obviously. But he's got another comic, Oblivion Song, which is alien shit. So maybe AMC should consider picking up that shit. People always love the alien shit. But you have character deaths and all that stuff. That would be cool too. Although I do think he's got to include Greys. I don't think he put Greys in his Oblivion Song. At least not the chapters I've read. He should include them there somewhere. Yeah, I heard a little bit, Brad, about that monkey stuff. I don't know. But see, again, you see, like, they just, it's so cool, man. They work it all in, right? It's like monkeys, right? Cool. So, yeah. I guess if you are a monkey, you could get it, right? It's possible. So, Better Call Saul season finale. Very excited for the Better Call Saul season finale. System is rigged, and I did miss one. I want to apologize to HFG. Sorry I took so long, HFG, to read your comment. Thank you so much. He says, HFG says, hey, Trev, regardless of topic, I enjoy your channel. Well, thank you, HFG. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, to condense it down, all I'm really saying is aliens is people messing with you. That's what I'm saying. That's it. That's a simple message. You want to take away from it that's simple? Oh yeah, Falling Skies was really good. The simple takeaway is aliens is people messing with you. If anybody does that and says that, your mind should probably automatically go to this person's messing with me because that's what they're doing. So that's what it is, right? There you go. It's unfortunate. You know, I spent way too much time looking into that stuff to figure that out. But I guess eventually you do. If you really want to know, eventually you can figure it out. And the conclusion I came to was, oh, okay, this is all just people messing with you. All right, fine. But people think that because they're doing it right now and they've been doing it so long, that it can't still be people messing with me because they've been doing it for so long. And I'm saying that, no, they are messing with you, and they have been doing it for that long, and they're going to keep doing it for that long, yes, because it's probably going to be used later on for something more major. But the more that we can get people off of what's actually correct is good. That's good as far as the way some people see it anyway. The more you can confuse, perplex people, get them off of what is, the more malleable they are to mold in the way you want them to be. So you got to get them away from what's actually correct, right? You got to get them off. So you don't necessarily want people saying the right answer. You don't necessarily want people getting it right. You actually want people getting it wrong. So, okay, fair enough. I can't make them all get it wrong then. That's fine. Cool, no problem. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Fire in the Sky is a good one. I did like Falling Skies a lot. That was really great, but it didn't last that long. I did some reviews for it too. It was good. Yeah. So is what it is. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. John Rod said, Trev, what do you know of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth? What? Nothing. Nothing about it. I have to look at it. I have to look at it, John. I haven't looked. I haven't looked at it at all. Let me leave that one with me. I'll come back to that one later. Yeah, Project Bluebeam says word of the day. That's right. And yeah, it's all good stuff. Project Bluebeam is like, yeah, more likely, but the other part of it too is media control too. Like you can't just do a Bluebeam by itself. But you can put stuff in the news that's not real, and people have no idea that it's not real, right? Everybody reads the news; they think it's all real all the time, and like it's all like the Department of Truth verify that Mary Poppins lady from the I don't think she's doing it anymore, but the Mary Poppins lady from the Department of Truth is like, oh, you know, 2 thumbs up. All right, it's good, right? Means it's true, right? I get to determine what's true, right? It's like when Fauci declares himself science, he's like, I represent science, or he says like, you know, I am science, right? It's like a rock promo, right? Fauci says, would you guys? I bet you would still listen to him even if he did that, wouldn't you? Admit it. Fauci says, okay, thank you for the super chat, John, Rod, but I don't know what the Emerald Tables of Thoth are. Okay, now that you did a super chat, I feel compelled, and let's to take a look at this. Emerald Tablets of Thoth. What is this? Okay, as known as a Sumerian tablet of the. Okay, is compact encrypted. Oh, it's a hermetic text. Oh, this is a Jude thing, right? You're talking to me about some kind of what is this? Hermetic Jewish. What does it say? Okay, inspired jewelry, harness power of unique. Okay, I'm gonna have to look through this later if you want me to. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the super chat. So let's see. Okay, all right. So Thoth the Atlantean, give my okay. All right. I don't want to blow it off right away and be skeptical right away. Okay, maybe I got to look at this more and see. So I don't want to jump to. I can't learn about it on a live stream when I'm trying to go through all your comments and stuff. But thank you for your support, John Rod. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll write it down. I'll actually take a look through it, and then maybe we can cover it later if it's something that sounds interesting. Yeah, we'll come back to it later. But I do like kind of the hermetic texts and stuff like that. I like to look through them and kind of see. I see what you mean now. I thought you were getting to something that was more in like the silly category, but no, you're not. You're actually getting something actually more serious that might have like historical significance. So okay, I'll take a look at that later. I haven't read it. I haven't gone through it myself. I have gone through a lot of stuff, but I haven't gone through that one in particular just yet. Let's see, what else did we get? Javier said, remember the truck with the monkeys that got loose months ago? No, Javier, I don't remember that. What happened? There was a truck with a bunch of monkeys that got loose. Did the monkeys take over? What I want to know is, did the monkeys take over the truck and drive it into something? Did they drive it to Ottawa? Maybe the monkeys got in the truck, they took it over, and they all decided they were going to drive it to Ottawa, right? And then park it there, and then not leave ever until they got their way, right? Is that what happened? I don't know. Colony was a good show. Yeah, I think it was. I never saw Colony, but I heard about it. Was Sarah Wayne Calise in that one, or is that a different one? I don't know. I don't remember. I gotta look it up. Yeah, it did, Freddie. It did go up. Yeah, that's right. Doubles. That's right. You got it. Twos. Yeah, you got it. That's right. It went up. So gas prices are crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I'm getting like some extra gas. I think it'd be a good idea. Probably store some extra just in case. Some places are starting to get really low, get really shy on gas. So it's something that, you know, you could do if you want to. Flat Stuff Earth, what's up, man? Flat Stuff Earth, what do you think about the UFOs, huh? What do you think about UFOs, Flat Stuff? Huh? What do you think? Type it in. All right. Well, what's your take on UFOs? I just went over it for a while. So give me your take on it. Adam says, I am the Sith science. I love the Sith in Star Wars, right? It's like Star Wars, Mind Wars, Info Wars, right? All that stuff. I like the Sith in Star Wars, right? Because it's like they're sort of, it's like outer space, right? So it's the outer space stuff, but it's occultism too, right? It's like it's cultic, right? You got their robes and shit, like the Emperor and stuff. He's got like all the stuff on and everything, and it's like it's like the Sith are like Satanists, you know, pretty much. That's what it feels like to me when I watch it. Anyway, I'm like, okay, I see where they kind of got this from. It feels like the Sith are like the dark side, right? And then you have the light, and it's like a battle between light versus dark, right? It's a battle between the two. So you don't know the power of the dark side, right? The power. Let's see. Sarah Wayne Calise and Josh Holloway. Oh, I am right. Nice, Adam. I like it when I'm right. Colony, right? Yeah, that's right. Flat Silver says, no, gas can't burn them. Dome home, Earth is an enclosed system. Well, I agree. Yeah, Earth is an enclosed system. Yeah, you can't leave and you can't. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, so you can't have them. Maybe interdimensionals, but the only way you get away with it, you could probably say it that way, maybe. But, you know, probably not even. It's probably just people messing around. That was my take on it. You could watch what I said earlier, and yeah, that's basically my take on it. So the last part to this that I was going to go through, we're at an hour, so let's do it now, is the crypto crash. So cryptocurrencies hurting for certain. Yep. Let's see where we're at. So these are Canadian prices right now, but you do have Bitcoin the last couple weeks here went down a lot, dudes. XRP really low, some of the others really low. But basically, right now, everything is down. You know, it's really weird because you have gas prices and inflation through the roof, right? Like products are going to cost way more to ship and to get everywhere, and pricing's going to be crazy. And I've heard that in the States, they're going to try to set the price of gas, which, you know, that's not going to, let's look at Bitcoin here and see for like the last little while. They're going to try to set the price of gas. Look at this nosedive, right? 59,000. This was about, where did it was like 59,000 was last time I kind of remember around that price. And crypto's down to like 38,000 now. So it's like way down. This is really tricky to say what's going to happen with crypto and is there money in it or not. I am actually one that will tell you I have no idea what's going to happen with crypto. I really don't. I don't know if it's going to crash to zero. But I have seen some videos where I think some of the big wigs at Davos and stuff, like Gil and some of the others, I think they hate it. I don't think they like crypto at all. I think they really don't like it. Like, I think if they have their own crypto, they're going to love it, right? Then I think that's part of the deal that we're going through right now, and a switch over at some point here in the next 5, 10, 15 years, whenever they decide to switch over to a government cryptocurrency, like a modern cryptocurrency style, right? A type of thing. But I don't think they like the cryptocurrencies that are out there right now. I think they hate them. Like, because if you look at the green shit, Bitcoin is not green at all. Like, it uses a ton of electricity to power. You have to have all these amazing graphics cards, miner servers, and miner systems, and all this heavy-duty hardware, right? Like these NVIDIA, AMD, these incredible systems that are just like graphics powerhouses, and they're like churning up they're mining it and everything. So that requires a lot of energy to power it. And I think over time, the way Bitcoin is set up, it's going to take more and longer and longer and longer to mine even more. And as that's happening, it's going to use more and more and more energy to get more, to mine more. So based on energy prices, you know, I really don't know what's going to happen with crypto. But my understanding is, I think the top dogs hate it. So I think they want to squash it. I think they want to kill it. I think they want to kill the true decentralized cryptos so that they can have a centralized one. I could see them taking over XRP or something like that and using that or something, or maybe they just make their own from scratch or whatever. But I do think that crypto is tricky. It's very tricky because the governments hate it. The governments want to get rid of it. They don't like people having their own money. They don't like open source money. They don't like, you know, that. But the other thing about it too is that they're going to be able to set up a crypto, a government-controlled crypto, world global crypto that's going to have every transaction tracked forever, like in a ledger, in a chain. Like, so you're going to have these government-backed cryptos that are they're going to have like every transaction ever in the system, in databases or in the chain. So you're going to have these. So it will be like impossible to transact, even retrospectively, it'll be possible to check back those transactions between different wallet addresses, you know, back on you know, in the past. Now there are some like a pirate chain, what's the other one called? It starts with an M, Monero, stuff like that, although I think that's not quite as good. But some of the ones that are like untrackable, but again, I think that the governments are going to go after those. So your guess is as good as mine for crypto. You know, I wouldn't hold too much in it as far as asset allocation goes, but you know, your choice is your choice. I'm not going to give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor in the country or area you live in, even if I was one here, which I don't think I would care to be, because it's probably not a very glamorous job. You just help people with their lack of money all the time, right? Their debt problems all the time. That's like the worst job ever. You get like divorcees and shit coming in, like, I need advice. It's like, what the don't get divorced 10 years ago? What else? What else advice? Don't buy a $700,000 house when you make $30,000 a year in an unstable job. I don't know. It's too late, right? So as far as the crypto shit, I have no idea what's going to happen, because it's truly a David versus Goliath story, right? It seems like to me, crypto was not actually, it doesn't seem like to me it was actually a creation of the system. So it seems like it was actually, for a change, likely a people created thing, which I know that's hard to believe considering, you know, Facebook LifeLog and all this other shit. Like, they make everything and then they give it to these different companies and try to pretend like it's some guy in their garage or in college who made it, like Zuckerberg or whoever. It's like, okay, spare me, would you? So it's like, but it seems like to me, crypto actually may have been this thing that independent people actually made. And that's what happened. Like, they just made it, they released it, and people started using it. It was organic to a degree. I don't know. Either that, or it was so super secretive, it wasn't let out, that it was actually some kind of experiment or something. So I don't know. But it seems like on the surface right now, it's not desirable for our power brokers. The power brokers don't like it. They can't use it to their advantage. It seems like some of the exchanges have been bought up by them, like what is it called? CEX.io has been bought up. That was an independent exchange that's been bought up now by some of your powerhouse people. So it's really tricky to say what's going to happen with crypto going forward. It uses a lot of electricity. It's not green, so they don't like it. That's one investment I think will be really good in the next 5, 10, 15 years if you're looking for something. It's hard right now to say, like, what the hell should we even do, right? I don't know. Because inflation's crazy. You can't really stay in cash. If you do, you're getting burned every year. You know, stock market's down right now. Maybe it's a good time to buy. I don't know. It might crash even further. Who knows? Who the hell knows, right? Depending on war and crazy shit like that. You know, bonds are going to be eaten in value by inflation, gas prices and stuff. Bonds are not going to hold their value. So I don't know. Maybe you buy stuff like, you know, gas. You buy extra gas. You buy extra food. You buy extra stuff like that. As inflation, you know, goes up over time, you're getting it at a better value. You get it now, right, ahead of time. So that's the thing. But crypto, I don't know, man. It's down right now. It probably will come back a bit. I think it has some life in it. It does. It's limited. So as long as it doesn't get squashed, it will go up, like, you know, significantly over time. It's a great asset to hold. That is, if the governments don't kill it. That's the key. If the governments don't kill crypto, then it's probably got a good future, I think. So yeah, that's my take on the future of crypto. Sports cards, sure, okay. Collectibles, stuff like that, you can't go wrong with that. I'll tell you what, my collectibles have done fine, man. You know, people got to pay more money to ship them now. That's about it. But I got this figure. This figure right here, I see on eBay, $500. That figure, $400. Daryl here, I don't know, $400 now. Right, so those have done fine. So that's like $1,000. Actually, that's probably like $2,000 in total up there. If I sell on eBay, let's say, because there's a Merle back there. He's like $400 too. I didn't buy them for that. I bought them for a lot less anyway. But yeah, I don't know. You know, what do you do, right? Crypto is like, yeah, but it's I don't know. But it's good in principle. In principle, it should go up basically indefinitely. You know, one Bitcoin should be worth, in 10 or 20 years, it should be, as long as there isn't a effing Armageddon or some shit, right? Catastrophe, wrath of God, you know, giant flood, we all start over, some shit, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. Or other things, let's say, that are really, really bad in mass. You know, crypto should go up, Bitcoin should go up to like 100,000, you know, 500,000 a Bitcoin. But it could go to zero if they crush it. You know, if they find a way to be like, that's illegal to mine it because you're wasting it's not green and you're wasting our electricity. I could see the UN doing that. I could see the UN coming through and saying, you know what? It's not, you know, your miners are using all this electricity. We need that electricity. It's not green. You're creating greenhouse. I don't know. Do computer systems, electricity, does electricity create gases or something? I don't know. I'd have to look into like how the power gets there, what the power plants or whatever, how they get the electricity there and what it uses, and multiplied by how much these giant, like, you know, crypto miners use and stuff. I don't know. But it's not green, so it's a true David versus Goliath in the future. And we'll see if we'll see how David's doing with that crypto sling, right? He's going crypto. He's boom, gotcha. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I agree with you, Mark Cup, who said, Trev, the only way crypto is going to be successful is if they're not going, well, they'll control it, but they'll control it to kill it, right? It's competition, right? You know, what happens in MMA? You go into a UFC fight, you control the guy to beat his ass, right? You wrestle. Why do you learn wrestling or jiu-jitsu? You do it to control the opponent, and then you tap him out or you knock him out, so you beat him. So yeah, they'll buy up crypto in order to control it and then to kill it, to submit it after, right? That's the idea. I mean, you don't get control of something and then, you know, and that's competition like that and be like, oh, I guess we'll, you know, very rare circumstances would you leave crypto unabided. So it's a battle in the future. We'll see what happens, and yeah, we'll see what happens with it and how it goes. But you know, maybe a little bit. You know, you want to hold some for crazy money. You want to do that, okay? Fair enough. But I just wouldn't put everything into it in case the bigwigs put the iron fist down. They say no more. You know, too much electricity. No more crypto. Kaboom. No more miners. Find them and stop them. I don't know. Buy their mining stuff and put them out of business. Go to NVIDIA. You're not allowed to sell the mine. I can see some ways they could do it. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. They don't like cash that much either, because the thing with cash, the reason why they don't like cash is because you can transact with cash without them knowing about it. That's the key. With the future crypto, Elon Musk type of crazy system that's going to be brought in here, it looks like, you're not going to be able to transact. Maybe you could barter. You want to barter? You want to barter? Like, cut your grass for you. Have a loaf of bread. I'll cut your grass for you, right? So I'll trade you gas. I'll trade you some gas for some bread, right? I don't know. Barter system. But yeah, on the chain, everything's going to be on the chain. So it'll be total, and to a degree, it's already kind of the case because everything is done through the banks, and the banks mostly are controlled as well too, and especially here in Canada. Look at what happened this year in Canada, right? You got the bigwigs here. You got the King of the North here, Trudy. He's going through people's bank accounts. He's like, whatever, I don't give a shit. I'm going through all your shit, whatever. You got a bank account? Give me. I want to see it. I want to see it. Where'd you get money from? Huh? You got email accounts? Give me your email account. I don't give a shit, right? King of the North, Trudy. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's what we got here. That's what it is. I watch Game of Thrones too much. That's what happened. So, anyway, did I miss a super, or was that it from you guys? So that was my topics that we had for tonight. UFOs are people messing with you. Walking Dead is starting to. Oh man, it's starting to fade out. It seems. Alexandria for sale. Fear kind of burning itself out, it seems like, and then I don't know, Rick Movie called in sick to work, right? For the last 5 years. They called in sick. Andrew Lincoln called in sick. Rick's sick, he's not coming in. Yeah, I don't feel good, I'm not coming in today to film the movie. It's like, okay, all right, go to your penguin shit or whatever. Okay, fine. Let's see. Solar powered crypto, Brett. Do you know how much electricity these miners use, man? It's unbelievable. They use so much, man. Solar power crypto would just take forever, I think. I don't think it would work, period. I mean, the miners take so long, at least with Bitcoin. I don't know how that would work, man. I don't think you can do it. I don't think it's practical, but I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Just hope it's not cloudy out, right? I don't know. Or there's lots of sun out during that season. Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's see. Yeah, that sucks, Mark. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Crypto is what it is. There's good and bad to it. It's what it is, man. I mean, again, it's you don't know the future, and anybody who tells you they do is like, whatever. Or you want to ask somebody about crypto, go ask Gil. Hey, Gil, go up to Gil and say, well, you won't get close enough to go up to him. Ask one of the other overlords at Davos or at these meetings. Say, hey, Gil, are you gonna do it? Huh? You gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Bitcoin. You gonna do it? You gonna get it or what? What are you gonna do? See what he says. Ask him. He knows. He's probably like, we're busy right now. He'd be like, Trevor, we're busy right now. We got stuff going on. But when the time comes, crypto will be like that episode of The Simpsons. Isn't there an episode of The Simpsons where Gil goes in and he like smashes up Homer's computer shop, right? It'd be like this for crypto, right? Simpsons. Let me see if I can find it. I'm sure it's something like that happened in The Simpsons. Yes, it did. So something like that, right? It'd be like this. He'd be like, "Where's your Bitcoin?" Right? Where's your Bitcoin? And that would just be hitting, right? Oh, it's awesome, right? Love this one, right? Science for Dummies. Yeah, let's just fast forward. Uh-oh. Here's trouble. Here comes trouble. Uh-oh. Better watch it. Homer, you better watch your ass. Don't you design a new crypto.
Don't look so rich. Don't let the haircut fool you.
Don't you dare. Don't even think about it.
Your internet ad was brought to my attention, but I can't figure out what, if anything, CompuGlobal HyperMegaNet does. So rather than risk competing with you, I've decided simply to buy you out.
This is it, Marge. I poured my heart and soul into this business, and now it's finally paying off. We're rich, richer than astronauts.
Homer, quiet. You'll queer the deal.
Oh, right. I reluctantly accept your proposal.
Well, everyone always does. Buy 'em out, boys.
Hey, what the hell's going on?
Oh,
That's
I
it.
don't get rich by writing a lot of checks.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Where's the crypto? Where's the crypto, dudes? Where's the Bitcoin? Huh? Where's the miners? Where's the miners at? Get them, boys. Right, smash. You're gonna grab the servers, gonna down with baseball bats, right? You said that the place, the miner factories just spontaneously explode, right? They just combust into flames, right? It's like, I wonder what happened. Unexplained fire in the news, right? Unexplained fire at local Bitcoin mining, center, right? It's unexplainable. I don't know what happened, right? A plane crashes into a Bitcoin mining factory, right, or whatever, wherever they put these giant miners, right? I'm not actually, I understand what you're. SoCal, you're selling rats. SoCal says that you want to make money, breed feeder rats for reptiles. Okay, SoCal. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Yeah. Bitcoin sounded bad. Breeding rats sounds even better. Wow, wonderful. Anyway, so that's what we have, dudes. I saw in The Simpsons. Simpsons did it. Now, give it enough time, and it's a true versus match, right? It's gonna happen. My money's going on Gil, right? He's gonna Bitcoin. You better watch your ass, Bitcoin. You better watch your ass. All right, let's see. Okay. EMP, yeah, that's true. Oh yes, that's true. You could, if you EMP them, then all the miners will shut down and all the crypto guys will go crazy. It'll crash, right? It'll crash like crazy because people won't be able to get their crypto, dude. Wow. Yep. Yeah. Well, it's not actually a scam per se, Shellite. It's just it's a open source type of money is what it is, really. It's not a scam, by itself, but it could be crashed because it's competition to other things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, all right, dudes. I think that's okay. John Rudd said Toth built the pyramids with his mind 100. Okay, Atlantis was real. Okay, like he had like Jean Grey, like Jean Grey ability to like move giant blocks and stuff. I don't know. I saw Eric's video on the pyramids. And I thought, okay, that's really good. So they may have had other technology that we don't attribute to them back in the Egyptian period, back in that time. That they may have had lots of technology that we don't attribute to them. And for some reason, we're quite advanced now, but they may have been advanced in different ways, or maybe there was a reset already and things were cleared off somehow. There was a clean slate somehow made. Tricky, man. Tricky to say. I don't know. Now, if you want to have some fun, you can look at different versions of history. That's fun. You can look at different things with respect to that. Okay, let's see. I have not seen 61st Street. Sorry, Devious. Can't give thoughts. Haven't heard of it. Haven't seen it. Let's see. Yeah, Chris Rock says Michonne Walking Dead movie, can't wait to see. And YouTube user Chris Rock, and he actually has a picture of Chris Rock too. This is wonderful. How is your cheek doing, Chris Rock? How is your cheek? Are you okay? Are you doing all right? It's like a fake slap anyway. I don't actually think that Will Smith actually slapped Chris Rock. I think it was a work, guys. I think it was a work. I saw that left leg step in. I saw that smile. I saw him get ready for it, and then oh my gosh, it's so important. Did he? There's the next video, right? We're gonna spend 5 hours making this video. Did he or did he not actually slap him in the face? I care to wager that it was an acting slap and that he knew he was going to do that ahead of time. Yeah, I care to wager that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Josh says that he believes in blockchain but not crypto. It depends how you use it, man. A gun can be useful if you're out of food and you got to go hunting. A nice hunting rifle or something. If you're in some kind of world where there's no food around or something, can be useful, right? But it can also hurt people too, right? If you shoot somebody with it. So yeah. Adam says, Trev, did you ever watch Kingdom, the Korean zombie political? No, I didn't see it. I'll have to take a look, man. I have not seen Kingdom. Yeah, but I've heard of it and I do want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. I watched All of Us Are Dead and I didn't like it. YouTube user NASA Fake Plays says NASA always lies. I think that NASA in Hebrew used to mean anyway. One interpretation of it is to deceive. Have you heard that one? That NASA in Hebrew, to deceive. I think it was on a Family Guy episode. I think there's a Fly or somebody who says to Peter that did you know that that NASA in Hebrew means to deceive? And then I think Peter says, I did not. I did not. So there's some videos out there you can watch for that if you haven't seen that. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's see. Freddie M says Sherry is preggers, just what we need. You talking Fear the Walking Dead? Yes. I didn't know that. Did I skip past that scene because I got bored or something? I got bored of seeing people pass out 50 times in one episode. It's like, I know what you should do. You passed out a bunch of times. I know what you should do. You know what you should do? You should pass out again. Just one more time. Okay. Now you're done? Okay, pass out again. Yeah. Okay. B.O.B. get the gas can. Nice. Fake plays. Yeah, fake plays. I got it. I got it. Yep. KXYZ says NASA not a space agency, pretty much. But I think they're switching anyway. I think they're switching off from the NASA-led shit. I think they're switching to Elon, and he's going to do that Tesla shit. It's going to be Tesla shit. I think that's what they're going to do now, because I think NASA's kind of got a little bit of a bad name, so they're going to swap it. They're going to switch it to Elon. Too many people were looking at that lunar lander. They were all good. Everything was fine. Everything was good. And then they saw the lunar lander, and they were like, huh, really? Really? Okay, anyway. Okay, they are deceiving Walking Dead. Big brains now. You gotta have your zombies soon. Yep, that's it. I gotta get my zombies. Needs more zombies. I gotta get my zombies. Train to Busan. I haven't seen Train to Busan HFG, but yeah, I've heard of it. I wanted to review it for years, but I just got too busy. I never got to it. So yeah, dudes, that's the topics for today. We got a little, we mix it in. We do a little of each, right? We got Walking Dead with news of it winding down maybe further. We got alien shit, which is always fun. I always love the alien shit. And then we got crypto shit with crypto, being an unknown in the future, and a true David versus Goliath setup for crypto. So the question is, can they kill it? Can they not? We'll see what happens. Can they stop it? Can it be stopped? Well, I think it probably can. Yeah, they can do all kinds of other stuff. So I think they could probably do that. Yeah. Did I catch everybody's supers? I think I did, and so I think we're good for that. I don't think I shafted anybody. Yep. Okay, that's good. All right, dudes. Well, we are at an hour and a half. That was a bit of a long one, but lots of fun. I hope you guys liked it. Oh, yeah, World War Z. Yeah, that's true. Did you see that on some of the tanks in, that place over there have, like, Zs across the side, like everybody's sleeping? Have you guys seen the Z tanks? Pretty funny, right? Well, maybe not funny if you're there. Z tanks. They're like writing, it's like World War Z. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys seen this? You seen this? They're actually doing this. Okay. Giant Z's on stuff, right? What is this? It's World War Z, damn it. See, they got Z's on the side. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I saw some with a bunch of Z's, and it's like everybody's sleeping, right? So it's like back to sleep. Sign off Z's, man. I don't know. It's World War Z, dudes. All right, let's take a look at this one. This is a pretty good shot. It's World War Z. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my gosh. World War Z. See that Z? Yeah, that's what it is. World War Z, man. That's it. All right. Okay, zombies. Let us call it here for tonight. And I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. Any final questions before we wrap? Any final comments? Anything you guys want to cover before we go? It was fun, and I will have lots of videos coming for you, especially with Fear. So... because of the different things they got going on. Madison returning, which is, I don't know, maybe we should do a whole video on that, because that's kind of weird. I got like this ball right here. This is what they sell now at the store. I like it from like an alien color fun stuff, but it's like, multicolor. I don't know. I just like the colors are okay. As long as you don't have too much pink in there. If you get too much pink in there, I start feeling like, whatever. I don't want it. Okay, well, sounds like we're about done, guys. Z Nation 2, Fear the Walking Dead in Space. There it is, right there. Dr. Death's got it, guys. Zombies in space. Oh shit! Now we got a blockbuster. Absolutely. Space zombies. How does it work? How do you do it? How do they bite you in outer space? Well, they can bite you because they don't breathe because they're zombies. So you could do zombies in space. I think there's Dead Space. That's a video game, right? So that's one thing. What's going on, Breaking Dead? We're just about to wrap. Been on for an hour, so I'm getting tired. And I think I'm going to do another stuff. Okay. Eventually we do... no, we're not going to be doing that. Anyway. Okay. Well, Fear the Walking Dead. Yeah, more videos to come this week. And I think I got all of your guys' good comments for the most part. But it doesn't seem like... If a lot of people were watching it on Premiere, I think we would be getting more comments with respect to it. Kind of feels like crickets with respect to it right now. Okay, here we got one from System. System says, will Madison die in Season 8, getting shot by Strand and Fear the Walking Dead? Well, yeah, we'll have to see what they do with Madison here with the switch over. But that's, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with it. But it's really... I don't know. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to see. It's Madison returning, which is great, but she's returning under the worst set of circumstances because almost everybody, not everybody, you still have Daniel, you still have Luciana, you still have, you know, a Strand for her to work with, but you don't have any other Clarks, which is not good. So, okay. Dinosaurs in Space. Okay, I'll check that out by Chief Crow. I'm a big fan of cats. Thank you for the suggestion. I do like outer space, and I do like dinosaurs. We just need zombies in there too. Dinosaurs, outer space, and zombies. Now we're talking. Okay, zombie dinosaurs. Now we're cooking. Yeah, now we got it. Yeah, on fire. You know, cooking with laser beams attached to their heads. All right, guys, time to wrap. I hope you guys had fun. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys back probably in a couple days with another Fear video. And I'll see how everybody responds to episode 15 for Fear the Walking Dead Season 7. All right. Nice, New Brunswick. Okay, have a great night, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. As always, this is Trev. Saying peace later, guys. See you soon.